where do I go? Okay, so if you click the link, right, it's gonna ask you to save it. You'll save it, and then it's gonna pop up right here. Okay, whatever you save it as is gonna be right here. So Mo said, "Could someone give me the participation ID? I'll communicate it." So yeah, go to setup. Someone asked earlier.
I'll get it.
Shashu, right? Go to setup, and then it should be. You should probably only have one of them here anyway, but it should be one of these workspaces. It's gonna say maybe all or everything or something. Okay, it says my name, and then there's a date. Let me know if if you see that. Okay, you found it. Great. So that's it. So do you guys see this sidebar on your screen? This sidebar right here. Thanks, Will. This sidebar, do you guys have that on your workspace right now? Some of it might not have loaded up, but if it didn't, make sure you open it up using this right here. Yeah, you probably see it like this, right? This is probably how yours is. If it looks like this, just come all the way to the left and then click this to open up so you can see your account info and everything. Let me know if that works. You got it? Okay. Let me know. Does anybody need to see that again? Again, if you've loaded it up, it probably loaded up like this. Just click this right here. Mine doesn't have the quick chart. I'm about to add it. It might, Quill, you might have to just come down here and click the bottom arrow. It should be lit up for you. Yes, this is recorded, Joel. Quill, if you click down here, this arrow should be lit up for you. You start to see the quick charts. Is everybody good? Can we get started? Is everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
Let me get your charger.
Which charger?
Right here.
My charger?
Yeah. Is everybody good? Okay, we're ready? All right, cool. All right, guys. Yes, all or everything. Yep. Yes, it is 7. That's my moniker, I guess you could say. All right. So here. So here we are in ThinkOrSwim. Guys, if you see anything in the chat, just let me know. Help me understand this, friends. Lee, you know I got you. All right. You know I got you. I got you. We're gonna clear all this up, okay? All right, guys. Let's get it. All right. So again, welcome to the TOS tutorial. So I'm just gonna basically show you guys around the platform. It is very simple, I promise, guys. Once you guys leave this today, you guys are gonna be like, wow, is this really it? So there's one quick point of order, okay? I do not use everything in ThinkOrSwim, okay? There's some things that you, quite frankly, are not going to need. Let me give you an example. So I gotta get this out. Okay, here it is. So here in trade, right, you have Forex Trader. I'm not trading Forex, okay? There's some things in this platform, like all of this does not make any sense to me whatsoever, okay? So I'm not going through the entire platform. I'm essentially showing you what I use every day and essentially what you're gonna need to trade ThinkOrSwim, to trade on ThinkOrSwim, okay? All right, so let's start here, okay? So here we have our account info to the top left, right? We have options buying power. Now, if you click this, if you want to have if you want to have your ThinkOrSwim account on private mode, then you would just hit options buying power and then hit privacy here, and then that's how you see all these stars. This is my paper trading account, okay? So this is not my actual account. But anyway, if you wanted to, maybe you wanted to show your friends something and you didn't want them to see your account, that's how you would do that. Are we good with that, guys? Very simple. Click option buying power, privacy. That's it. That's really just it, okay? That's how you hide it, all right? Lies. Nah, I'm telling the truth, guys. All right, so we're not concerned about Forex buying power, right? We're not concerned about that. Then we have net liquid and day trades. This is the amount that you're allotted to use for day trading. So if you have a cash account, that's the amount that's specified for you to trade with for that day. Okay. Um, then cash and sweep vehicle is essentially the equity and commissions minus your net liquid and day trades amount. Okay. But I want to point your attention to options buying power. Okay. Um, some of you guys have a margin account of over 25,000. Some of you guys have a cash account. What you'll see, right? This option buying power is the power. So, okay, let me kind of backtrack a bit. Net liquid and day trades, that's for options and stock, right? So if you're trading, if you're just buying shares of something, um, that amount is allotted for that as well. However, your options buying power is only for you to trade options. Okay, so what you'll see is that if you were to get into a trade and you use a specific amount, if you have a cash account, that amount is going to be deducted from your options buying power, right? Now, if you have a pending order, right? Let's say you want to purchase, let's say you have an order for, okay, let's say there's a Tesla contract, right? And at that point in time, it's trading at $10. And you say, well, I want to put a low bid and maybe try to catch it at $5. Let's see if that contract goes to $5 on the day, then you buy into it, right? Any pending orders will also be subtracted from your options buying power. Okay. Until you cancel a pending order, that amount is going to still be deducted from your options buying power. All right. So think of it this way. You know how when you make a transaction at the bank or with your debit card or something, and then you kind of forget about it, right? But it doesn't immediately appear in your account, and then you go and buy something else, and maybe you go over your account balance, and then it goes into negative. That's never going to happen with Thinkorswim. Okay, because anytime you order something, either if it's pending or if it actually fills, that amount will be deducted from your options buying power. Okay, so that's very key. That you want to always make sure you're looking at your options buying power up here, because whatever is left here is essentially your cash on hand. That's if you have a cash account, right? Same kind of idea with margins, right? However, the difference with margins is that obviously once you get into a trade and you sell, that amount goes back into your initial investment, and your profits goes back into the options buying power. That's not the case for cash accounts. Okay, if you get into a trade, right? So let's say I get into a trade of like $1,000, right? I get into a trade, I get filled, right? And then it runs up maybe 1,000%, whatever, and I have so many gains. Once I sell, that amount is deducted. Like I can't use that amount for the rest of the day, right? However, the very next day is when those funds will be settled. That's for a cash account, right? And again, we at Option Snipers, we recommend using a cash account if you're under 25,000 and a margin account if you're over 25,000. If you're under 25,000 in your portfolio, this is not even just options. This is options, cash, shares, right? 25 in your entire portfolio. If you have less than that, then you definitely want to go to a cash account. This will allow you to have unlimited trades up to the amount of cash that you have on hand. Okay. If this was a cash account, every single trade I would do would deduct my options buying power. Okay. If I did a trade right here for 100 grand, and I made like 200 grand on that, all of that money is the 100 plus the 200 profit, so 300 grand would be available to me for the next day if I had a cash account, right? If I had a margin account, the 300 grand would be available for me to trade instantly after I fill and sell. Okay, does all of that make sense? I just went over a lot more than I thought I was about to just now, just with this alone. Does all of that make sense? Everybody got that? It's really, I mean, it's things that we know, but this is specific to Thinkorswim. Okay, everybody got that? J. Kevin, however, you would use one of your day trades. So um, we want to step away from the pattern day trade rule, okay? We are advising everybody that is under 25,000 to use a cash account. That way, you would have unlimited day trades. So it wouldn't matter how many trades you had, okay? If you have a margin account under 25,000, you do have to abide by the pattern day trading rule. But we do not want you guys to have to worry about things like that. Why? Because Thinkorswim will actually restrict your account after so and so amount of violations, and you obviously don't want to have that happen. So the cash account allows you to trade a limited amount of times, but with the amount of capital you have in your account. Exactly, Quill. Thank you. 3 per week for PDT. That's an entire. That's a SEC. That's entirely across the board for every brokerage, whether you're Thinkorswim, Webull, Robinhood, Fidelity, whatever. Everybody has that same rule. Okay. You said what?
No, I was just saying that. That's why we're saying.
That's why we're saying.
Unless you're over 25.
Yeah, don't do margin unless you're over 25. If you're over 25, you have the ability to day trade with your cash if you're over 25,000. Okay. All right. So that's options buying power. Okay. So next here we have watch list. So you can essentially add whichever watch list you want. You can actually create your own custom watch list. This watch list is actually based on a scan that I do. Do you guys have this scan? I don't know if the Workspace actually loads the actual custom scans. Do you have that, Mike?
Mine says like
it doesn't come up. Okay, that's fine. So here within watch list, right? Yeah, it's blank. That's fine. So here within watch list, you can come to personal and you can have personal watch lists. I transfer my account to TD with option plays expiring next year. Will my options get affected in any kind of way? I don't believe so, but I would suggest that you call TD and get the final word on that.
Affected in what way?
This is recorded. Yeah, this is recorded. Okay, so you can create your personal watch list, right? Then you have public watch lists. TD actually gives you a list of different watch lists that are pretty popular, I guess you could say. So if you go through these, I don't want to go through all of them. I just want to basically show you, what you have access to, right? You have a watch list by industry, right? You can go to energy, right? Information technology, right? Tech, different watch lists. These are, so many random symbols. Anyway, so this is where you would be able to check your watch list, okay? All right, then you have something called quick chart here on the left. You can increase it if you want, make it longer. So if you want to quickly look at a chart while you're trading, so for instance, let's say you were looking at an Apple chain. Oh, this is actually a good thing as well, right? So you're on an Apple chain and then you want to look at an Apple chart as well. If you pay attention right here, you can actually link this chart with whatever you're looking for here, right? So essentially, you would obviously label this as red, right? And you label this as red. So they're linked together, right? Meaning that if I change this to Tesla, guess what happens on here, right? It changes the chart. This is a Tesla chart now. I changed it up here, but here it is here at the left as well. How do you add more than one quick chart? So you would just come down here, plus, right? Quick chart. That's it. That's all it is. Yep. Yeah, we definitely prefer TOS. Yeah, not TOD. Thanks though. So Yeah, that's how you would add more than one. So you can see that you can actually drop down, right, and get your eagle on, right? If you have multiple charts, and then you'd scroll up. Okay, so that's that. You can link again. You can link these up, right? So this is the chart. I mean, sorry, this is the chain, right? And then you'd have your quick chart right here. So if I'm looking at a chain, let's say let's say I'm looking at the chart, and you can actually zoom in here as well, right? So how you zoom in is you would click, drag it, and then release it, and then it zooms in closer to the area that you're zooming into. Can you guys do that real quick? Let me know you've done it so you can kind of have it embedded. Can you guys do that? Click it, click one area of the chart, highlight it, and then let it go. Does that work for everybody? Just give me something in the chat. I can't see your faces right now because yes, okay. Yep, click, roll it, right, and let it go. That's allowing you to kind of get deeper into the chart, right? So let's say I'm looking at the Tesla chain. Okay, I want to get a call. And this is the last bar I see, right? As I'm scrolling through, I see this big dump. Like, whoa, I might not even want to get into this trade anymore. How you zoom back out is the magnifying glass here, right? Out and in. However, when you do this, it kind of takes you to different places that you might not really want to go. So that's why when I zoom in, I want to specify exactly where I want to zoom in at. But when I zoom out, it's just a minus. Is that good? Okay. So yeah. So if I'm looking at Tesla's chain, I'm like, yeah, I'm about to come up. Let's put $1 million right here, right? And then this thing starts dumping. Guess what I'm doing? I'm choosing a different symbol. I am not looking at Tesla anymore. Unless I'm looking at puts maybe. Or you can double click. Yep. Yeah, you can double click as well. So do you guys get the linking, right? The color linking and the quick chart on the left? Can I just see some answers there?
So if you change the chain right now to Tesla, will the quick chart change to Tesla too?
Yeah, yeah. As it's linked, anything that changes, since you've linked it, right? If I change this back to Tesla, look at the chart. It changes back to Tesla, okay? It's very simple.
I missed the quick one.
So again, this is the link right here, right?
Yeah.
You drop that down. You obviously you choose whatever you want to link it to. Make sure that they're both the same color, and then yeah, it's very simple. So these are just quick tricks. Now I want to give you guys just some simple fundamentals of what you're looking at here. Okay. Now, do you guys have this layout? Did the workspace also give you this layout as far as being able to see open interest, volume, theta, delta? Can you guys say yes or no? You see low and high here?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so that's perfect. You guys are all set up, okay? This is what I look at every day, okay? I'll also teach you how to customize it if there's some things you would prefer that you would have. So let me, there's going to be some time for Q&A, Jay. I want to kind of run through everything and so that because as I'm talking, I actually might be answering your questions before you even get to, ask them. Okay. I think don't see the open interest. So this is, it says open right here. Well, just a little bit. Do you see that at 7?
No.
You guys don't see this layout?
I got it.
You don't see it either? Okay, let's just go through it together.
Mine just says it doesn't say open interest, but it's there.
It says but it doesn't say open interest.
That's what mine says, but you know what I mean. It's just and then dot.
Yeah. If you see it, like if it's like that's for open interest. I mean, depending on how big your screen is, you might not see the whole thing. Yeah. Could you guys Could you guys confirm that? Yeah, minimize. All you have to do is come here. If you see O, that's your open interest. Okay, O is open interest here. Volume. If you don't, do you have the setup that I sent out? Because some people are saying you have it. Some people are saying you don't have it. But if you minimize the on your left, you should be able to see it. Can you guys confirm that? Some people are saying they see it. Some people are saying they don't see it.
They usually set up if you see it.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to just show you guys how to go. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay. Make sure you have, I want to say this again. Make sure you have the setup. Okay. But I'm going to go through it right now anyway. So you go to layout here. Can you guys see layout?
They make sure they loaded the setup. Start there.
Yeah, did everybody load the setup? Like,
Just
did you actually load it?
Yep.
If you've downloaded it, you still have to go to setup and then click. You'll probably see my name here. I'm gonna give Leon and I think you're okay. Did you come here and select my name?
It would be under. It should say all of everything setup.
All of everything set up. If you click it. Some people are saying they loaded this setup, but don't see it. Yep, loaded it. Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys. Okay. All right. So, but you can see layout, right? If you hit layout, right? Okay, you see layout. All right. You go to customize. Now, I'm not too sure what your current set is right now for what you guys are looking at, but let me know if you see this list. If you see, because these are what you're supposed to have, and this is a list of different things you can actually add to your list. Can you guys confirm that?
I don't think they can see your pop-up because I can't.
Yeah, what's like you can't see the pop-up.
Can't see the pop-up?
I'll read it off to them. Or you can read it off. Volume, theta, delta,
yeah.
percent change, low, high, mark.
Yeah, so just go ahead and can you screenshot it and then send it in the Discord? Mike is going to screenshot it and then send it in the Discord. But to customize it, right? You're going to be adding open interest at the top. Okay, volume is second. I'm going to type it in for you guys. Open interest, volume, theta, delta, percent change, low, high, and mark. Okay.
Let me show you another way to do it because sometimes it disappears.
If you can, just go ahead and copy what you see there, and then maybe paste it off to the side. But I'll give you guys a few seconds to
I
put
just
that in.
dropped it in general.
And then Mike just dropped it in the general chat, so you guys should see a screenshot of what it should look like and in what order it should look like as well. Now, this is my recommendation as far as the order. This is your setup. Okay, you can use it however you want to use it. There may be some things in here that you would want to add, but this is my recommendation. Okay, open interest, right? Volume, theta and delta, percentage change, low and high, and then the mark. Now, I'm going to go through each of these different different selections so that you would understand, what you're actually looking at. Most of us already know all of these things, but I just want to make sure that, everybody is kind of following along. Okay. Now, open interest. Does it auto save? Yes, it does well, not auto save, but yes, you can save it. So if you click customize, just go to save as. After you've already customized it, right, you would hit OK and then come back and then save as, and then you can save it as whatever. I'm guessing you guys still can't see my pop-ups, but you can see the drop down though, right? You can see the drop down.
Yes.
Yeah. So just customize it, change it up, and then come back to it and save as. What's up, Black Ops? And then just go to save as, okay? That's your chain for life, all right? Once you save it, it's gonna pop up as one of the last ones here. It should be the bottom one, okay? Or it will say whatever you save it as. Does everybody get that? Can I get some yeses in the chat? Very simple things, guys. I just want to help you guys, you know, get everything situated. Okay, great. Now, open interest. Okay. Show them save setup. Yeah, I showed them how to save it. In case they lose their workspace. Okay, so if you go to setup, you can save your workspace, right? So basically after this call, make sure you guys go to setup and then save workspace as, and then you save it as whatever you want to save it as. Then once you finish saving it, you can come back to setup and you'll find your workspace setup here. Okay. All right. So again, open interest. Open interest is how many contracts are actively being held within that strike or that play. Okay. Can't we just use yours? Yeah, you can use mine. That's fine. I'm saying if you guys want to customize it and do your own thing, obviously, you know, if there's something that you guys see that you would want to add to your setup, guys, it's yours. Okay. I'm giving you a baseline. I'm giving you guys a foundation that you can build on. Okay. All right. So open interest, again, is how many people are actively holding that play. Okay. You guys obviously already know that. Volume, how many people are trading that contract on that specific day. Okay. The reason why these are different is because there's 12. Open interest only refreshes once a day. Okay. And I believe with TD, it actually refreshes before the market opens or once the market opens. This number is never going to change as you're looking at it. Okay. Every time you see it, on, you know, so if you see it when you open up your ThinkOrSwim on Monday, it's not going to change until Tuesday. Okay. That's open interest. Volume obviously is going to change, you know, throughout the day. Some of you guys remember when I called out either Facebook or QCOM, I showed you guys that there's zero interest and zero volume, right? After I announced it, some of you guys went ahead and bought the play, right? You realize that open interest did not change. It was still at zero, but volume did change. Okay. The next day, open interest will update. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Now we know what theta is and we know what delta is. Okay. Delta, again, we have it. The reason why I have them right next to each other, obviously, is because you know, one is adding, one is subtracting. Simple. Okay. Now, percentage change, that's the change on the actual contract, right? So you have your ask and you have your bid, and then you have your mark, right? This percentage change is how much that contract changed from market open till whenever you actually see this digit, okay? Do we understand that? Very simple again. It's just the amount so when you say, oh, I'm 20% up, 30% up, this change is from when the market opens, from what the contract is when the market opens to whenever you're seeing it. Okay. So what this is showing me right now is that the last day we traded was Friday. So from Thursday to the end of Friday, this contract went up 7%. Okay. Does that make sense? Are we good there? Can I get some yeses? Thank you. Okay, so again, low and high. I taught you guys this already, right? I don't know if everybody here has not heard me talk about this, but again, this is the contract low and high on the day. Okay, so this contract went as low as $84. This is Tesla, January 2021. Okay, this contract went to as low as $84, and it went up as high as $110. Okay. The mark is right under the high. All right. The mark is the market. So that's where the contract is trading at for the market. Okay. Does that make sense? Again, this is the low of the day. This is the high of the day. Okay, for this specific contract. Then obviously you guys understand mark and bid. I mean, sorry, ask and bid. Okay, you guys know about ask and bid. It's a lot of numbers over here. Let me change to a different. Well, these are a lot of numbers too. Okay, it's a little better. Again, contract low, right? This Apple went as low as $1.32 and it went as high as $5.73. You guys are going to hear us talk about a lot about, either Zoom or I or J Money or Mike or Bailey or Mo or Wale, whoever, right? We're going to talk a lot about, wow, this contract went this low today. That's because we actually are seeing the low of the contract, okay? And like I said, again, we always want to typically buy at the low of the day, especially if we're day trading. If we are swing trading or if we're looking at long calls, it might not matter that much, but again, it's still relative. However, especially with day trading and scalping, you always want to make sure you're getting the contract at its day low or close to the day low, closer to the day low than the day high, right? Right now, we're looking at a contract for Apple. We're looking at the low and we're looking at the high, and we have the mark right here, right? The mark is essentially right now it's trading at pretty much the middle of Apple. So this is a judgment call. It's all relative. Depending on what the market is doing that day, you can decide to say, okay, I'm going to get into this play, and let's see what happens. I think it's in a good direction. I think it's trending up. This is what you're looking for, right? This is how far you're looking to eventually try to get to that day, right? If you bought in at 365, the potential for that contract to get to 573 could likely be high. However, depending on the day, right? So if it's a 0-day expiration, guys, this if you've gotten in here, you might not see this because the high might have happened at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., right? Over the course of the day, the contract value is gonna diminish because of implied volatility. Okay, so it's all relative. Okay, so I'm not necessarily going through strategies and stuff like that right now, but I want you guys to see and understand why we add some of these things to our layout. Does that make sense? I had so many limitations that I didn't even know about. Welcome. Okay. Welcome. Happy New Year. I always wondered how y'all knew that. Yeah, it's helped me from buying high so much. Trust me. Listen, I got burned by Facebook Play because I literally bought at the very height of that contract. And when I did that, I went back to the drawing board, guys. There's a type of clap that you get that makes you like come back to earth and say, am I even a real trader? Do I even know what I'm doing? Am I even fit for this life? That type of clapping that happens allowed me to come back and say, yo, maybe I should look at what this low and high means, okay? And that's what allowed me to come back and say, you know what? That's the last time I'm getting into a trade, especially on a weekly, where I get into a trade where it's actually at the day high. That is the worst thing because you know what's happening? People are actually waiting for it to reach day high so that they can sell, okay? That's the worst time to buy. I understand that, but what if you're trading 3-bar play? Listen, to each his own, okay? It's just a strategy. Sorry. It's just a strategy, okay? I typically like to trade, let's just say it this way. You're less likely to get clapped if you get into a play closer to the low than to the high. Can we agree to that? I'm sure we can agree to that, guys. Again, this is the day high and the day low, all right? Yep, we can agree to that. Yeah, we're in agreement, guys. Yep, for the people. I mean, obviously we here, okay? All right. So are we good with this chain? I need Lee to answer me here because She said it's French. I hope it's English now, or at least getting closer to it. Do we understand this chain? Do we get this? Like, are we seeing things clearly? Is it less confusing? I just want to make sure you guys are like really like grasping this information, because I got a lot of DMs about issues with Robinhood, and I kind of just got fed up. Okay, let's leave Robinhood. There's no reason for you guys to be in Robinhood. Okay. This is the here and now. Think or swim. Can we please discuss puts also? Puts is on the other side, okay? These are calls, these are puts, okay? Calls on the left, puts on the right. And it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. Contract low, contract high, data and delta, the mark price, bid and ask, open interest and volume. It's the same exact thing, okay? Same exact thing. Same exact thing, guys. How do you guys feel right now? Let me get a couple people to actually just kind of talk to me real quick. I just want to know how you guys feel as far as the chain. This is where we spend most of our time. We're looking at the chain. What's going on with the chain? You know, who wants to jump up real quick? Who wants to talk to me real quick?
I got co-host power. You use Active Trader.
I actually don't use Active Trader, but some of us do use Active Trader, and we will get to you guys on giving a tutorial on that.
I use it sometimes. I prefer it.
Does anybody want to talk to me real quick?
You gave me co-host power. So I can mute it for you, so you don't have to do it.
Yeah, I got you.
There's a column that shows opening price.
Column that shows the open price of the contract. I don't know what you mean by that, but
that would be the low of the day, technically. Right?
The open price of the contract. I think that means like what it's trading at. So you're looking at the last three, right? Your mark, bid, and ask, right?
I think he might be asking like what the contract initially opened as. Like I remember we were talking about you can.
Oh, what it opened as.
Yeah.
Let's see if we have it here.
You could chart them just like you can on Weeble. Like I can see the whole life of the contract.
Yeah. Let's see if you can see that. Open. Yep. It looks like this is where it opens at. What it initially opened. I think this is actually open for the day. Yeah, this is open for the day, not actually like where it actually opened at. We would have to get on the chart and look at that. All of this is for the day, guys. This is just for the day. I'm going to remove this real quick. Yes, there's a way you can see the contract price on the actual chart. Absolutely. Can you share us how to quickly get an out of a trade, please? Yeah, it's coming, guys. It's coming. This is for the day only, okay? Wait, I said I wasn't gonna answer anybody's questions unless y'all showed video, so I have to be a man of my word.
Hey, I know we already talked about puts, but maybe explain that it's kind of opposite of calls. And
yeah, it's just on the other side.
Well, no, just how in the money is not on the same side. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So it's different. So since if we want to get out of the money on the call, we're scrolling down. Okay, as you get down, you're further out of the money. For puts on the other side, you will have to scroll up. You're out of the money on the put side once you scroll up.
The shaded area is in the money. Right?
The shaded area is in the money. Correct, Mike. The shaded area. So this purple here, this is in the money for calls. On the other side, the shaded area is in the money for puts. Okay. You can, but it also yeah, right now I'm just showing you guys the chain. Okay, I just want you guys to see, like, understand what you're seeing. Like, do we all understand what we're seeing? Also, you want to always have all open, okay? This is going to limit you. So if you have strikes here, you only have 4 strikes, it's going to limit you, obviously. Make sure that all is there, okay? Do you guys understand this chain? Like, do you guys get it? Do you guys see it? Do you guys like this chain? Is anything I just showed you like still crazy?
Yeah, all strikes is definitely a must.
All strikes is definitely a must, guys, okay? Thank you, MG. Everything here, does everything make sense? I'm getting a lot of yeses, okay?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously. Okay. We're here to, you know.
What does mark mean again? Market price.
Mark is market price, okay? So typically mark is pretty much between the bid and ask. I would almost say mark is mid. Almost. Don't quote me on that, but I would almost say mark is mid, meaning it's the middle of the bid and the ask. Typically, when I look at mark, it is typically like right in between the bid and the ask, okay?
Strike price closer to the put side. Where's the strike price?
Strike is on the same, is in the middle, okay? It's always in the middle. Your expiration is always in the middle, okay? The strike for both sides is only in one column. Do we have that? It's always in the middle. Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is the mark same as last?
Is the mark same as last? No. So you actually can add a last as well. Mark is not the same as last. Okay. You can see here that mark is not the same as last.
Mark is bid.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do believe that mark is essentially the middle of ask and bid.
This current price, the option is trading at. Yeah. It's market.
No, I don't have it. Yeah, I did.
Give that to her.
Here, she's giving me.
There's a letter next to. That's just, it's saying X, like basically like the actual like for the contract. Actually,
It's the exchange that is trading on.
Oh, okay, that's what he's at. Okay, I was like,
yeah.
So this is the exchange. So what are the different exchanges again, Zoom?
You have the CBOE, you have the, I can list this for you if you need, but I don't think you need to worry about the exchanges. Yeah, Edge, NYSE, exactly.
Yeah.
CBOE, yep. So those numbers represent them, and the contract is showing the exchange.
7, I don't understand your question. How do you filter through all the numbers, percent, and whatnot? I don't get what you're asking. Is there any way to clean that or just flow through it? All irrelevant, just fill in. I don't understand your question, 7. 7, actually, just come on and talk to me, bro.
Yeah, get him.
Where you at, 7?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, great. What's up, man? Yeah, so what I'm trying to ask is, there's a whole bunch of highs, there's a whole bunch of lows. Like, how do you go to exactly what you're looking for without like getting, I guess, distracted with all the different numbers? Like, do you have to skim through every individual, I guess, row and just do calculations from there when you make your decisions?
No. It's, so I'm looking at each strike price, right? So here's the deal. Okay, so if I'm going, so let's look at something like this, right? I'm looking for quick ways that I can identify which trade I want to get into, right? If you look at this chain right here, obviously 55,000 is way more. I'm looking for just more digits, right? On these, on open interest and volume, I just want to see more digits. I don't have to pull out my calculator, okay? I just want to see, X amount of digits, okay? So so first I'm looking at the strike price. How far out of the money do I want to get into? I'm also looking at the theta and delta really quickly. All right, the theta is not really spread out that wide, so I'm probably good on just kind of getting at whatever price point I want to look at. Then delta, the same thing. But here for open interest and OI, I already know that the round numbers are typically the numbers, the strikes that are the best.
Yeah.
Your zeros at the end, your fives at the end, right? Those are the ones you want to get into. 120, 125, 130, 135. I'm not looking for 122.5, okay? I don't care about your point 0.5, all right? I don't want anything to do with 0.5. I might never get into a play that says 0.5 unless I'm like right at the money, okay? Um, so all round numbers. It's not rocket science, right? Right here, 135. Look at all this OI in volume. Right here, 130. Look at the one right next to it, right? Like, come on.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that, okay? 130, right?
Okay.
125, right? Look at the OI, look at the volume. That's what you're looking for. The round numbers are the ones that are going to have, you go all the way down the chain, it's the same thing. 160. Why would 160 have more volume than 142.5? Like, you understand? Like, so that's quick. So that's just one thing. Again, theta and delta. I'm really only looking at theta and delta for the entire chain. So I'm not actually like looking too much into like the differences between one or the other. This is just personally for me. I'm looking at the theta and delta to say, is this even a chain I want to focus on? Like, is this something I want to even give my attention to? This is a chain that I would like. Like, I would like to get into this chain. Why? Because the delta is like much higher than the theta. I don't have, this is just my opinion, right? I don't have a specific calculation for how much the delta has to be more than the theta. I just literally look at it and say, you know what? 52 is a much wider number. I mean, a much bigger number than 12. So I think I'm good with this chain, right? 16 is, obviously is much larger than 7. This is, like I said, this is just personally for me. This is how I look at it, okay? These are things that allow me to quickly, like, it's all about repetition at the end of the day, okay, 7? Like, once you continuously look at these chains, it almost becomes like muscle memory, okay? I know round numbers. So if I look at a chain for open interest and volume, I'm actually comparing the round numbers. I don't even care about, the other ones. I'm looking at the round numbers. So you'll potentially hear Zoom and I discuss like, I like 130. No, I like 125. And then we look at the open interest, and then we'll probably look at the delta, and we're like, nah, I think it's 130, and then we'll agree there. Why? Because, we're comparing the open interest and the volume, and the data and the delta and the theta, and we're coming up with what we think is best, right? Then we're also looking at contract price. Typically, we like cheaper contracts, okay? So if we see a cheap contract, the theta is probably relative, like something like this, right? This honestly, this is not necessarily where I wanted to go, but I'll go this way, okay? Something like this, right? We have 130 versus 125, okay? The open interest and the volume are basically the same. I mean, we're talking about a couple thousands. Obviously, we're not trading thousands of contracts at this point, right? We're probably doing maybe highest, maybe 100. Some of us are doing 50, okay? The difference between these two might not necessarily matter for a day trade or even for a swing, even for long term. It might just not matter, okay? I'm probably looking for the cheaper one just because I want more contracts, okay? So I would probably go for the 130. The delta is not too much of a difference. The theta is basically the same. I feel like I would get more bang for my buck if I do go 130 here. So this is where I would choose 130, okay? This is for a long-term contract. That might not be what I'm thinking about for short-term, right? For a shorter-term contract, I might want to get closer to the money because a shorter-term contract means that it may potentially be a day trade. So I just want a quick flip, okay? I might go for something closer into the money because the delta is higher, okay? But I'm saying all this to say these are quick ways that you can identify, you know, what you're looking at here. Okay. Day low and day high. Okay. So I might actually be, so I look at the open interest. I say, all right, I like the open interest on display, right? I'm looking at the delta and theta. All right, I think I'm good with this. I think I'm good with that, right? Then I'm looking at the low and high. Okay, is the mark currently closer to the low, or is it closer to the high? If it's closer to the high, I might wait. I'm like, you know what? I'm good on this right now. I might, you know, just decide to like save it somewhere or just kind of file it in my memory or whatever. But I might just say, okay, well, I'll just wait. Or I can say, let me place a bid that's closer to the low so that I can get into the play. Okay.
Since we're talking about that, talk about the spread. Says Bailey. Bailey says to explain the spread of the bid and ask.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so that's I think that pretty much kind of goes through my mindset pertaining to you know, pertaining to like looking at all these numbers. Okay, you're looking at the numbers and you're saying, wow, this is a lot of information, but really it's you like kind of segmenting it. Like, again, these two are one thing, these two are one thing, right? The percentage change, I'm probably just looking for if it's green or if it's red, right? Then, you know, low and high and mark, you know, I'm looking at that. The bid and the ask, that's going to allow you to get into a play or not, right? But, you know, that's how I'm looking. That's what I'm looking at the chain. Just don't try to think, man, this is a lot, I might get confused. Think more so along the lines of, I am as informed as I can be for where I want to place my money into these plays. Okay, this is why we're leaving Robinhood, because we are more informed. You understand? We are more educated. You know, we are trying to make the best decision for where our money wants to go. All right. So, and like I said, the more repetition that you place, you know, the more time you invest in actually like understanding this information, trust me, it's going to be a piece of cake. Okay. Like, Thinkorswim is my little boy. Like, I can like toy around with Thinkorswim however I want to do. Okay. Because it's just, it's simple to me now. I've spent so much time using this platform that it's like clockwork, and it will happen for you, right? It will happen for you. You just have to spend time to be able to go through it. Okay. But our emphasis is that you want to be as informed as much informed as you can to get into a play. Does that answer your question, Seven? I think you're still on mute, but okay, you gave a thumbs up. Okay.
Yeah, no, definitely. It definitely does. And I really appreciate it. That was a thorough explanation, because when at first, I guess because I'm just not used to it, and
Yeah.
maybe other people can also agree that it's like looking at it for the first couple of times, it's like, what the hell am I looking at? Like, you know, trying to like, I could understand volume, I could understand data, open interest, like, but just looking at it all together and not really like, you know, taking it apart and looking at it, you know, as a whole, and making sense of everything.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate the explanation. It gave me a lot of confidence, and as I was following you along, I'm like, okay, now this makes sense.
Right.
It's not as intimidating as just looking at a
Exactly.
whole bunch of shenanigans.
Right. Exactly. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, it's really just highlighting, you know, whatever strike you're looking for, and then just dissecting it. Okay. Just going step by step. This is the information you want, and that's, you know, and then that'll allow you to get into the play. So thanks for your question, Simon.
Yeah.
Move the mic closer. Someone said.
Okay, somebody can. Okay, you guys can hear me. I'll just bring the mic right here.
You can finish the rest of the tutorial. We'll ask questions at the end.
Okay, yeah. Guys, this isn't the only call, by the way. Okay. We are potentially gonna, you know, try to do these, you know, as much as possible. There are gonna be some pop-up calls. Okay. However, these calls are going to be recorded. So if you do miss a call, you know, you'll be able to, you know, catch the playback. Okay. This is not the only call. You guys have a lot of questions, and quite frankly, I'm not going to be able to answer everybody's question today. But, you know, make sure that you know, write these questions down. Over time, they will get answered. So, you know, just be patient. This is a whole new platform. Okay, you're not going to get it in a day. But my job, right? Because you guys are all Sniper and Sniper Plus members. My job is to give you guys more confidence on how to use this platform. Okay. Do you guys understand this entire chain? Does the confirmation that Seven and I just had, does that give you guys more confidence? Can I get some answers in the chat, please? Thank you guys. I'm really glad that you guys decide to invest in, not even just, your money, but also your time as well, because this is information that you're going to be able to take and, run with it. Okay. So, we have our chain. Okay. This is very self-explanatory. We have our expirations. Okay. I have not gone into these three, so I'm not going to be able to answer any of this stuff. Okay. I'm just being totally honest with you. None of these three have helped me, but I'm sure it can help me eventually once I learn more about the platform. But I haven't gotten into these three yet. However, the option chain, right? We have your different expirations. Okay. That's all these are. You have your weeklies. Obviously, they're highlighted in yellow. We've been doing.
Select the weeklies. It doesn't start out at that. You don't have to actually select weeklies on the options chain.
What do you mean? Like they can't see the weeklies?
Yeah, it's not a default setting.
It's not. Do you guys see the weeklies here?
I mean, if we download it,
Oh, if the download is your thing, they'll see it. Yeah.
Okay, if you download, yeah. I mean, if you guys downloaded my Workspace, you should be able to see weeklies. Okay. Great. We got the layout. Okay, guys. We understand, the chain. Okay. We understand the thought process of how you're looking at the chain. It's a lot of numbers, like you guys said. However, we want to be as informed as possible. Okay. But the more practice you put into this platform, I promise you, it is going to be a piece of cake. Okay. So again, these are the different expirations. Okay. Now, I'm not going to be able to spend too much time with the charts. However, here is the chart. Okay. We have, let me just bring one because two might be a little bit. So if you want to have multiple charts, then you would just go here and just click how many charts you want. I'm just going to click one, right? So then you have one. If you go here, you click two, you have two side by side. If you do four, you have four, right? You're just multiplying it at that point. Okay. It's very important to use my Workspace because there's some settings you would have to change that if you don't have my Workspace, it might take you a little bit more time to, to implement. Okay. What you're looking at right here is you're looking at TTM squeeze, and you're also looking at RSI as the different indicators. However, you can add whichever indicators your heart desires. Okay. We go to studies, right? Can you guys see studies here? I don't think you guys are going to be able to see what I click next. They can see studies.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to see that pop-up.
Yeah, you guys can't see the pop-up that just happened.
Nah.
Yeah, next time I'm going to use my PC. My PC does allow me to basically share the whole thing. I don't know why my Mac doesn't. So next time I will use my PC. I do apologize about that, guys.
So it's a standard deviation. That's the other technical analysis you have.
Bailey, it's all good, Bailey. We'll figure that out later. But if you go to studies, right? You can type in whatever study you want to see, go ahead and start typing in studies in there and look for it, right? Go ahead and type in RSI. You should already have RSI there. You probably should already have TTM squeeze. You should already have those things. Okay. So once you add the studies, you can save it as set at the bottom on the right. And then you can come back to it. If you want to use that set, or if you have a different type of set, you can always come back to it. Okay. And how you would do that is you go to studies and then just load your set. Okay. Just load your set. You can delete sets. You can do, yeah. Dynamic momentum index. Okay. I'll have to look into that. Thanks for that. You can add studies to your actual chart, right? You have all these, this is a lot of stuff, guys. This is a lot of stuff, but you can add all these studies. Okay. So let me reiterate here, guys. Okay. The idea of using thinkorswim is that there is a lot that you can use, but you want to kind of minimize it to what you use it for as much as possible. It's so much information. It's so much data. There's so many selections. Your job is to mold it into what you can do with it. Okay. That's why I sent the workspace to you, is because the way I've molded it is essentially the way in which I'm good with trading with it, and how you will be able to basically build on that. Okay. So these are your studies. Now you have drawings here. Okay. I'm not going to go through the drawings because Josh already went through that with the charting video. If you do not have access to the charting video, please reach out to one of the admins. He goes over exactly how to use these drawings. Okay. But I just want to show you basically that it's here. Okay. Now, in the video, he also went over the time frames that you set up. Okay. These are your different time frames for your charts. You have this, the D is for daily, right? You have 1 day, 1 minute. Okay. You have 5 day, 5 minute, right? You have 5 day, 15 minute, so on and so forth. You can change it to whatever you want. Okay. Now you guys are looking here and you see, let me bring the chat back up because I hope I'm just not rambling right now.
I got the chat up, but we're good.
Okay. Okay, so you guys are looking at the graph, right? You're looking at, some things are in black and then it's in gray. Okay. Here is is your trading hours, right? If you look at the bottom, look at that 9:30 all the way to 16 o'clock, 4 o'clock, right? This is your this is obviously when market opens. The gray is what would the gray then be, guys? Could somebody answer that? What do you think the gray would be? After hours. Great. Clap for yourselves. Pat on the back, guys. Go ahead. Give yourself a pat on the back. After hours, okay?
Yes.
So does the minutes indicate each candle? Yes. Yes, exactly. That's for any chart, guys. It doesn't matter if it's, yes, after hours and pre-market. You're correct, Jay. So this line right here is actually the line that is separating after hours from pre-market, okay? You have the time right here. Look, it says Thursday. This is the beginning of Thursday, okay? Do you teach for a living? I actually don't, Amina, but are you telling me I should? Am I good at this? I just don't know right now, okay?
That's a
Yeah.
negatory.
Don't put my head up,
That's
because
a negatory.
when I tell you my head can swell, like it can. You see Josh's head, it can get to that size. Okay? Guys, okay. You have after hours, the first part of the gray, okay? Guys, I'm not gonna be going through. Yeah, Josh is gonna answer that later though. Yeah, because it's gonna take a lot of time to answer that. I'm not necessarily going through strategy, okay? I want to teach you guys a platform, all right? So we have after hours, right? This gray area before the dotted line. Look down here. You see Thursday. So that means this is what? Wednesday. Okay. They even gave you guys a nice little Apple logo right here. Let's look at Tesla. I really love Tesla's logo, man. I really love it. Where's Tesla's logo? Is it going to show? Yeah, there it is. Okay. You like Spy? I don't even know what Spy looks like. I'll look at that later. Oh, for real? That's dope. Again, after hours, pre-market, okay? After hours from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock, right? Then pre-market 4 o'clock to 9:30. So that's why this area is a little bit longer, okay? Does everybody understand that? Are we good with that? After hours, pre-market, market open. After hours, pre-market, market open. Okay? Do we get that? Are we good with that? Can I get some answers in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. again, we have different indicators that we be able to use. Like I said, just go into studies and add them. Obviously the studies are corresponding with what's happening in the market. What else do we have here? Okay, we have our ticker, right? Here's our ticker right here. Here's our price. And this is the price of the current bid for the symbol. So this is actually going to be after hours. This is when market closes, okay? This price is when market closes, okay? I think somebody's mic is on. Hold on. Okay. Thanks, Mike. This is when market closes, okay? This is currently what it's trading at. This price will stop after 4 o'clock, okay? This price is going to change throughout the day, but it stops after 4 o'clock. This one keeps going. Look, it went down after hours. Tesla went down after hours. Let's go look at it. I got to pull this down. Tesla went down after hours. We see that? So the price right now is showing at 391.5. Okay, that's where we're at right here. That's what I love about Thinkorswim. Okay, this number changes. It's going to be green for you as Tesla is changing, or as whatever your symbol is changing. This number changes. Okay, then we have highlighted the VWAP, right? This is the VWAP, right? Yeah, this is the VWAP. So we have them highlighted here. Okay. So these numbers change as well during the market, but your actual price is actually going to the ticker price is going to change as well as it's moving. Okay. Very quick and easy way for you to see what's going on. Whatever indicator you have on your actual chart, right? It's going to show up for you here. Okay. This right here is standard deviation. So it has the the bottom, the top, and the middle here. So yeah. Then you have the low, okay? I love this. I really, really love this. You have the low right here. It gives you the low price. This is the lowest that Tesla was that day, right? 372 and 2 cents, okay? It's right there for you. Like you don't even have to go and look for it. This is the ticker, not the contract, okay? Right there for you. Then you have the high, okay? The high is right here, 428. It shows you. Like, what else do you really even want? Like, Thinkorswim gives you everything you want, okay? You have your low and you have your high right there for you. And you know what else is crazy? As you're moving this is changing as well. So you can actually see the date and the time change as you're moving your mouse. If you want to see what time this was, wait, what time did it hit 428? You keep it here and then you look up where it says it, okay? 9:38. That's perfect, okay? That's perfect. Like, are you guys not entertained? Like, this is amazing stuff right here. Like, I'm even getting happy all over again. Like, I'm telling you. Does anybody have any questions? Do we understand everything right now that we're seeing on the chart? Is anybody smiling? Are we good? Like, how do we feel? Like, how do we feel right now? Can I get some answers to that? Like, how do we actually feel right now? Smiling with my margarita. Why didn't you save me any? You didn't even ask me if I wanted some. How do you guys feel about Thinkorswim right now? I have not. Where's Lee at? Is Lee still here? Is it Tuesday yet? Almost, man. Tomorrow's Monday. Okay, so this is Thinkorswim. Okay, a little better. We're gonna keep going. Okay,
We got you.
we're gonna keep going. Tesla did get clapped, actually.
Did it though? Yeah. I mean, I averaged out, so I was happy.
How do I change between your workspace and mine? Easy, very easy, Amber. Setup. Okay, you go to setup. You would save yours under maybe your name. Maybe you have Amber's workspace, and then you click that. Thinkorswim is going to load up your workspace. You want to go back to mine? You just click mine. It'll load up mine. Okay, very, very simple.
Question: when you change your workspace, will it change, or like if you change anything in your workspace, will they get the update or no?
I'm not too sure about that, but I do think so though. Yeah.
You tell me what I asked.
So Mike asked if I changed anything in my workspace, would it also change with the share? I do believe it does change. However, again, this is a baseline. So you can actually take my workspace and then save as and then put your name on it and then change it however you want to do it and continue to save it and save it. It's just like a Word doc, guys. You take this is your template, right? Let's think about PowerPoint or something. This is your template and you can just save on top of it, okay?
Workspace work remotely, yes, I know that for sure.
Okay. Are we good? Are we good with this so far? Another cool thing to look at is Market Watch Visualize View. True. It's good to look at that as well. I'm not going to go over that today, but yeah, definitely a good thing to look over.
What's that?
Yeah.
Can you just show them quickly, how to like buy and sell, like
Yeah. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there. I just want to. I'm trying to go. Are we good with what we got so far, guys? Okay. All right. Cool. So again, we're gonna go back to monitor. Okay. You see here, I'm paper trading a Amazon 5,000 call contract. All right. So here's our so basically this is your portfolio. Okay. We went over all this already. All right. You're looking at if you've uploaded my workspace, you have exactly what I look at. Okay. I'm looking at the quantity of contracts, right? The days of till expiration, right? The trade price. So this is this is the price that you bought it at. Trade price is the price you traded at. Okay. I bought this contract at $37.45. Okay. The mark again is market, right? So obviously it's higher. The contract low of the day was $35, and then the contract high is 54. Dang, that's crazy. It went to 54. The contract high is 54. Okay. And then the net liquidity. The net liquidity is essentially how much money you put in plus your gains or losses. Okay. So I don't even know what. Okay, yeah. So this since it's only one contract, this contract cost me $3,700.45. Obviously, right now, 3,745 plus my 500 in gains equals this. Okay, net liquidity. If I sell, this is the amount that's going back into my account as cash. Okay, that is very simple. Okay. P&L percentage, that's profits or losses percentage. Okay. Thank you, Chris. I don't speak in Robinhood, so I appreciate that. Total equity. Okay. Net liquidity means total equity. Okay. I don't speak that language, so I appreciate you for bringing that up. Profit loss and percentage. This is your percentage gain. Okay. When Joshua yells that he's 0.0005% up on a play, this is what he's looking at. Okay. Why he yells about that, I have no idea, but you guys just keep praying for him. We have profit loss open. Okay, these are two different things. Guys, exactly. Yo, you know what's so funny? Everybody knows what everybody's doing, bro. Guys. Yo, guys. Guys, I'm 0.00000. Like, how many zeros do you want to add, bro? Like, come on.
Tesla's going bonkers.
Yo, you guys are so funny. Okay.
Dude, Destiny, listen. It has to do the Lord's work. I'm telling you, I'm waiting for Tuesday too.
All right, guys. So you again, profits and losses percentage. This is the percent that you're up on a contract. Very simple. Okay. Now, profit loss open versus profit and loss on the day. This is very pivotal. I need everybody's ears for this, okay? Profit and loss open means that you have a open contract, and that's your profit and loss on the entire length of the contract. So that's, you know, if you say you're up this amount, you know, or you're down this amount, that's because this is your profit and loss open. How that is different from profit and loss day is depending on that specific day, okay? I've been up on a contract $2,000, right? As it's open, but because maybe it dumped that specific day, this profit and loss thing will actually be in parentheses and it'll say negative 1,000. Okay, that means for that day my contract lost $1,000 for that day. Okay, or if it's up, let's say I'm up maybe 13 grand on the contract, right? And then the contract is soaring. Okay, this profit and loss for that day, like let's say the day before it was at like maybe profit and loss was at 1. Okay, since you opened that contract, the profit and loss was at 1,000, right? And then the next day, like something like Zoom, let's say the Zoom contract, right? When you closed it, I mean the day before you basically you got into the contract at end of day. Okay, the profit and loss open at that point was probably negative, or it might have been $100, right? The next day when Zoom went up 40% on the ticker alone, this profit and loss day would have been crazy for you. Okay, it would have been crazy for you. That's what the difference is between the profit and loss open and the profit and loss on the day. Does everybody understand that? Open, again, is since you opened it. If you bought that contract 2 weeks ago, it's showing you how much you've gained since those 2 weeks. Okay. Now, again, profit and loss day is the profit and loss for that specific day you're looking at it. Okay. Does that make sense? Can I get answers in the chat? That's the difference between these two. Because there's going to be some days where it says profit and loss open, you're up a lot, but then profit and loss day, you're down, right? There may be days like that. Or there may be days where profit and loss open is down, but profit and loss day is up, right? Because think about it. What if you're down crazy, right? You're down like negative 70% the day before, but then the next day, a miracle happens, something like Tesla going crazy, and then you're up. Profit and loss day goes like 2,000, maybe $20,000 or whatever, but you're still down on the open. That's possible as well.
Chris is right.
Nicole said P&L open should just say total return. Why complicate things? Listen,
That's what they say on Robinhood. That's what they say.
yeah, I know. Maybe I should just have somebody that can speak Robinhood just help me here, because I feel like I'm explaining something that's complex, but you guys already understand it because it's just different. It's a different language. Yeah, so that's what it is for you Robinhooders. Today's return versus total return. Thank you. So I just basically spent all that time explaining that for no reason. I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it, guys. You guys are wonderful. Like, bro.
Oh my goodness.
That's just crazy. All right, guys. Yeah. So let's go ahead and trade. Does anybody want to learn how to trade?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Buy me a Tesla contract.
All right, cool. Now let's go to trade. Tesla, okay? I want to teach you guys a really quick trick. Okay? We're looking at Tesla. Let's go to Apple. I just want to use less numbers, okay, guys? Okay, so we're looking at Apple. We want to buy a 125 call for tomorrow. As soon as you click it, right? Now, this is very important. If you go to ask, if you click the ask price, it's going to bring up a buy. Now, what do you think is going to happen if I click the bid? Nope, it's going to change to sell. Yep. So I'm clicking the buy price. I'm clicking the ask. It comes up as a buy. I click the bid. It's going to open up a sell. So we're gonna go ahead and hit buy right now. So we're here under entry order entry tools. Okay. Now you can pin this. Okay, you see that pin? You see that push pin right here? What does this push pin do? It says always on top, which means you can go anywhere. You can go here, right, to charts. You're still going to see your order, okay? You can go to scan. You're still going to see your order. Analyze, whatever, right? You're still going to see your order. So I like to use the pin whenever I'm trying to get into a trade and I'm watching the contract on the chart, right? I'm like, all right, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And, you know, I'm deciding whether or not I go into the play or not. If it's right here and I start dumping, you know, I might just delete it and say, oh, I'm out. You know, let me not even worry about it. Okay. Can you do that with multiple stocks open? Do you mean as far as your chart?
She's talking about pinning, I think.
Oh, pinning it? No. So if you pin it, if you come here and go into a play, it's only going to use this. It's only going to go over that spread. Okay. So you can only you can't do multiple things. Okay. I'm clicking all over. There's different things happening right now. Okay. You can't have multiple plays there. And you actually don't even want to do that. So let me keep going through. I'll answer you guys' questions in a bit. Okay. So you click a play, right? You click a play, you say, all right, I want to go into here. Now I'm going to explain all this right here, okay? Spread, single spread, side, buy, very simple. Quantity, one contract. You can change this. You can change it to a dollar amount potentially. Sometimes that doesn't really work for me, but you can have a quantity here, right? Then you can hit the drop down and change your quantity, okay? Yes, you can change your default. Yeah, you can change your defaults. Thank you, WC. So you can change your defaults. So let's say you want to buy 10 contracts, quickly press 10, position effect auto, right? This is your symbol, this is your expiration, this is your strike, you're in the call, right? Then you have your price, right? This is a limit price right now, okay? Now this block means that this price does not change as the chain is moving, okay? So if I lock it, that means I'm not allowing the market to change the price that I want to get into. However, if I unlock it, right, read this, okay? Toggle on to fix order price, toggle off to allow order price to follow market changes. If I toggle it on, it's going to fix this price. If I toggle it off, this price is going to change as the market changes, okay? So this is 410 right now. If Apple is going up, this price you'll start seeing this move automatically. Okay. This price will start moving automatically. If it's going up, it's going to go up. If it's going down, it's going to go down. Very simple. Okay. This is a limit order. Okay. Now this is the in force of this trade. Okay. So you can either have it enforced for the day or good till cancel, GTC, good till cancel. Okay. Then the exchange, this is the exchange we were talking about, those different letters you guys are seeing. You can choose your different exchange. Obviously, you just hit best. That should be sufficient. Okay. Does everybody understand this entire thing right here? It's very simple. In actuality, once you go to trade and you want to get into a play, you just hit the strike, right? You let it come up, okay? And then really all you're changing, like all of this right here, is gonna stay the same. Maybe you'll change your quantity, but that's it. Okay. Don't even look at this. Like you don't even have to look at it because you've already selected your buy. You selected the symbol. The symbol's already selected. You selected that it's going to be a call. You selected, obviously this is a part of the expiration, right? And you selected the strike. That is it, guys. Don't even look at this. Okay. Like I said, we're trying to minimize the time that we're looking to get into a contract. And also we're trying to minimize this idea that thinkorswim is so difficult. It's not. You chose your strike. You looked at your strike. You said, this is what I want. You clicked it. Everything popped up for you. You don't even have to worry about this part anymore. Okay. Like I said, except for the contract price, all you're looking for is, okay, this is all you're looking for right now. Okay. This is it. This is all you care about right here. Okay. Yes, use what we need, eliminate what we don't. Exactly. This is all you're looking for right here, okay? So you change your quantity, cool, 10. I'm good with 10. Now, time to get to business. What price am I going to get this at? You're looking at the low. Maybe you say, I want to just set a low bid and let it go because I believe in Apple so much. Maybe I just want to set this to, the low says 160. Let's just say 2, okay? $2. I say that $2. It's a limit order, right? So I can send it, confirm, and hit send, and then it's gonna basically have the order pending until the contract drops to $2. Okay. Now, if that's not what you want to do, you can change your order. Okay. Look at the different orders you have. You have market. That means you're just getting in at whatever the market says, right? You want to quickly get into a play. You have limit. Obviously, you can set the limit price, right? You have your stop. This is stop loss, right? In other words, stop loss. It says stop, but it's really stop loss. Stop loss, again, is once you select a stop price, then it gets you out at the market price, okay? Stop limit is you set a price and it gets you out at the limit price, okay? I don't want to get too deep into all these, but I just want to show you the different options you have. Trail stop, we talked about that. Trail limit. What is that called in Robinhood, Chris? What's the trail limit stop in Robinhood? Maybe so I can help people understand what it means. Does anybody know what trail stop limit in Robinhood is? Crash and burn. Does anybody have any,
Your fingertips.
it doesn't exist? Oh, it doesn't exist. Oh, there is none. I didn't even know that. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. Cool. So now we don't have any cool ways to say things that ThinkOrSwim is making complicated, huh? Okay, that's what I thought. Anyway, I'm just kidding with you guys, man. You guys know I'm just joking. Okay, then we have MOC and LOC. MOC means market on close. LOC is limit on close. Okay. Yeah. I actually haven't used these before, but I would want to try to see if I can use them before. Okay. I haven't used them before. What I think it is maybe right before the market closes, you get into a contract at the market price. That may be something where we like kind of do YOLOs. Okay, somebody said 5 minutes. I've never used this before. This would be a cool thing to do. Maybe try out on maybe one of the YOLO plays that we throw out there. That would be cool. Yeah. I've never used it. I know what it is, but I just never used it in ThinkOrSwim before. Okay, then we can you guys can't see this, can you? You can't see this pop up. So if you click that pop up, you basically have a dialog box. Zoom went over this on our call last Sunday. That was last Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. Last Sunday, where you can basically customize your order to do essentially whatever you wanted to do. But something you want to note is at the bottom, you see the description. So if you make an order and you don't know what it's actually doing, the description is right there for you to show you exactly what your play is doing. Okay. I click the description. Mine says buy 10 Apple at this expiration, this call at the current market price just before closing of trading. The order is valid only for the current trading day. Okay. That's what mine says in the description if you followed along with me. Okay. Yeah, so that's that there. Does everybody understand this entire thing right here? I'm about to blow your mind. I told you guys I was going to blow your minds, right? I'm about to blow your minds because there's something that I think will help us out a lot. Okay. Some of us have our notepads. Some of us are writing down things so that we don't forget them. Listen, I got you guys. Okay. I know for certain Robinhood doesn't have this feature that I'm about to show you. So you want to just thank ThinkOrSwim. Okay. Okay. Now we have a play, right? We have a play that we have a play that we would like to get into. Let's say we have a long-term play, right? Zoom talks all the time about, Tesla January. And maybe you have the play on your mind. You're like, man, let me write it down. But like, I don't really want to, do this real quick. It's too much things going on. So what I typically do is I go ahead and highlight the play, and this is what I do, okay? I right click it, save it. Look at my saved orders, guys. Okay, these are all of my saved orders. It's very simple. You highlight a play, right click it, save it. Now you have a column called save orders. Guess where all your save orders goes? It goes to your phone as well, okay? It goes to your phone as well. So if you like a long-term play and maybe you don't have the money for it at the time yet, or let's say you just don't want to forget about it, guess what? These save plays are gonna stay with you. You don't have to carry around your notepad anymore, okay? So this is very pivotal because why? The P-time play, I was like, yo, I like this P-time play. I really feel like it's gonna pop, okay? You know what's cool about these saved orders is that when I do a saved order, it actually locks in the price of when I saved it. How long does it save it? It saves it until the contract expires, okay? This contract price, let's say I save it here for $29.90, okay? And I don't look at this saved price again. If I go to Christmas and Tesla actually hits 800 or whatever the case may be, I can still see what price I saved it as on today, Sunday, September 6th. By December, it's when I come back to this, when I come back here, it's actually going to show me what price it's actually trading at. This is something that can actually be shown on your phone as well. Okay. If you go into the ThinkOrSwim app and you go to orders, you would go to saved orders. All your saved orders from your desktop are going to be also on your phone. Okay. It's going to show you in yellow next to the play. It's going to show you the active. It's going to show you where it's trading at. And then it's also going to show you below it what price you saved it at. Look at this lock here, okay? This lock means this is where you save that play at, okay? So let's say if you want to get into the play later, you essentially just double click it or you right click it, hit edit and come back to the play. Look, it's already locked. Now, you'd be surprised, okay? Let's say this is at 100. Once you unlock it, right, it's going to change to 100. If this is at 100, right, and you've locked it at 29 because it is currently trading at 29, you come back here in December and it says, oh, this is 100. If you unlock it, it's going to say 100. So let's say you think highly of a play and you're like, I don't have money for it, but you still want to track it. This is a good way to even track plays too. You can start to identify plays that you believe are good plays and start to see whether you were right or not. Sometimes that's what I do. I'm like, yo, this square play, I think really highly of it. Let me go ahead and save it. It's almost like saying I'm buying it, right? But you just want to track it. So I'd save it, and then maybe a week later, I come back to my saved orders and I see that that square play, right? And I'm like, okay, I saved it at $2. A week later, it's worth $10. Wow! If I got into that play, I would have made so and so gains, right? Or vice versa. You could have gotten to the play and it basically got you you could have got clapped either way, right? So yeah, that's listen, I use saved orders all the time. I have so many saved orders. There's some plays I know I can't get into. I'm like, dang, let me just save it. Let me just track it. And, from there, listen, you, like I said, just right click it, edit, get into the play. If you want to get into it, let's say you feel like you think the play is going to, maybe go down a bit, but you still like the play. You can always just save it and then track the play like day by day. Okay. Very simple. Again, it'll be under your saved orders. Okay. That's how you buy a play. Okay. You buy it, you click confirm and send. Okay. Now to sell. Okay. To sell is very simple. You'd go to monitor. Okay. You'd highlight your play, right click it, create closing order. Okay. It automatically creates the entire order for you. Let's say something is dumping. Okay. You don't have your trailing stop set. and you want to sell manually, monitor, right click, create closing order, sell. It automatically brings up the chain. It automatically creates your sell order for you. You can simply just double click this and you're out of that play. Okay. Very simple. Very simple. Do you guys understand everything I just went over just now? How to buy a play and how to sell it. Does everybody get that? Does everybody get that? Can I get an answer to that? Who in their right mind would not use trail stop limit from here on? Listen, there's some situations that you would, some situations that you won't. Okay. But yeah, I definitely agree. Does everybody get that? Buying and selling. Okay. You looked at the chart, you decided that this is a good play. You went to the chain, you went to trade, you went to the chain, you see that you type in your ticker, right? You go through the chain, you evaluate if that's the play you want to get into, you highlight it, right? You select it, it pops up for you, you change the price, you do whatever you want to do in the order, confirm and send, you send it, right? You go to monitor. If you want to sell it, you right click it, close order, sell. It automatically gives you, so if you have 10, right? If you have 10 here and you right click it, it's going to say sell 10. Okay. It's going to get you out immediately if that's what you want to do. Now, I told you guys before, I sometimes have a problem leaving a runner. Why? It's because when I get out of a play, that's all I'm doing. I'm literally right clicking, get me out. Sometimes I forget. Because what I've had to start teaching myself now is like, okay, I have to go back to quantity. If I have 10, I have to actually type in 9. So I'll change this to 9 and then get out of 9 of them. Okay. But can you sell from the chart if it's pinned there at the bottom? Yeah, it's already pinned. Look, it's pinned. I'm still here. I'm watching the chart. I'm still pinned. Okay. I'm still here. I'm watching it as it's going. Like, let's think of like if this is a put, right? And I'm like, all right, it's dumping. Let me see if it's continuing to dump. And it gets down here to the bottom, right? And it goes back up. I might be like, all right, maybe I should get out or maybe I should wait. If I keep waiting, you can just decide to get out. So you're looking at the play while you're also about to set your order, okay? Very simple. Very simple. This is about 75% of it, guys. Like, pat yourselves on the back. As far as deciding what to do and how to do it with ThinkOrSwim, you guys already have it. This is it, okay? This is about 75% of it, okay? Like I said, as far as simplifying your process of buying a play and selling it, you guys have the keys now. It's not complicated, okay? Does anybody agree with me now? Do we have confidence? Like I showed you the portfolio. This is your portfolio right here. Okay. I showed you how to get into a play and trade. Okay. I showed you that already. I showed you how to get into play. I showed you the chain. I showed you how you can get into a chain. I showed you what things you're looking for to get into a chain. I showed you the chart. You can choose your own study, your own indicators. Some of you guys like MACD. You can add your MACD. It's not an issue. Okay. You're looking at the chart. You're evaluating for yourself. Now, all you have to do is, like I said, pin this, right? Set the order, okay? Buy and sell. Very simple. You buy it, confirm and send. You want to sell it? Go back to monitor, right-click it, create sell order, okay? As far as the different order types, again, you have the different order types. If it's to buy a trail stop, we went over that already, okay? Just go back to the video. Okay? Man, at 8:01 I felt defeated. Before we started, I was browsing. Confidence, exactly. Listen, that's the whole thing, guys. Think about it. I just gave you guys the blueprint of how to use ThinkOrSwim. If you guys go back and use this every single day, it's going to be clockwork, okay? You're going to know where you need to do what. Monitor. I'm looking at my portfolio. Trade. I want to get into a trade. Simple. Charts. I want to look at the chart. Guys, I don't know what else. Like, what else do you want? Okay? You're clicking it. You're clicking your strike. You decided this is the strike you want to go into, right? You click it, it comes up for you, okay? You click it and it comes up for you. Simple. Buy it. If it's green, it's buy. If it's red, it's sell. Okay?
So
Look at this here, guys. This Thinkorswim is even making your job easier for you. Once you get into a play, right? If you're already in Amazon, it's showing you your position. Look, hey, so-and-so, this is your position in Amazon. You currently have an Amazon contract for January 2021 5,000 call. It's showing you everything in your positions. You wouldn't even have to go to monitor over here, okay? Let's say you know you're in Amazon and you're like, wow, Amazon's dumping. Let me type in Amazon. You type in Amazon, guess what? Your positions, any positions you are going to come up here. And you would be able to see everything here very fast and simple. You have one quantity. You have these amount of days. This is how much you got in for your trade price. This is where it's currently trading at, your mark, okay? Your low and high, okay? Your your mark change price, okay? Your net liquidity, your profit loss, like everything is right here for you. That's everything, okay? I guess let's take a few questions. We have about 9 minutes. Let's take a few questions. I need people on video. Yeah, you guys will get the recording once it's finished uploading. Okay. If you wanna ask a question, raise your hand. You'll be put on video to ask your question. Thank you, C-Dub. Thank you. I'm just trying to be here for the people, guys. I don't want to see any more. You know what's depleting? When I see you guys sending me like Robin Hood's little thing where it says like, where it gives you that Robin Hood clapping thing, like, oh my gosh, it breaks my heart. I'm like, yo, like,
I'm unmuted. Can I speak?
yeah, I can't see you. Where is she?
I see her too.
Okay, yeah, I see. What's going on?
You said something about downloading your, I don't know what this is called. I came in late.
Workspace.
Yeah. How did we do that? Or how did they do that?
Did you click the link on it? Did you click the link from Discord? Do you see it?
I'll post it again.
No, I was at dinner. I came late. It's in the Discord, and then I click on that.
Yeah, you click on it. I think I sent some screenshots, but what you'll do is
you have to do it on your laptop.
Yeah, it's for your laptop.
Okay, so
Yeah.
wait, you can put Discord on your laptop?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I'll figure that out, and then I'll do that then.
Yeah, and we're
at 7:37 today.
Yeah, it's there, but guys, we're a community, okay? So Janice, if you did that's your name, right? I didn't even see.
I'm the one that's usually labeled Couture.
Okay, Couture. If guys, we're a community, okay? If you guys have any time, reach out to Couture. Hey Couture, let's get on Zoom real quick. Let me show you how to do it, okay? It's that simple, guys. Let's help each other, okay?
Please.
Yeah, help her out. She has a nice smile and everything, like, okay? She's going to be available for you potentially. I guess you guys can, reach out to her. Reach out to each other, like, communicate with one another. We're a family, okay? Mike just posted it in the chat. So
thank you, Mike.
Yeah, in the general chat. So again, I'm gonna go over it. Some of you guys were late. Her husband is watching. Be careful with noticing her smile. Sorry, husband. Sorry. Wait, is that your husband, Jay Kevin? Is that your husband? Her husband is watching. Be careful. Okay, somebody's laughing. Okay, I'm like, yo. I don't mean to offend anybody. I'm sorry. We just have beautiful people here. I apologize if you do have a husband or not. Okay, so
what's up with this guy? Listen, brother,
set up.
sandpaper.
What happened?
I told y'all
Set
about
up.
this brother sandpaper.
Okay, set up. So set up, right? Okay, so you go to setup. Okay, you copy, right, and then you hit open shared items. Simple. Okay, Now, if you click the link, it's gonna say view and ThinkOrSwim. There's gonna be a dialog that comes up, okay? And then you can rename the study and then maybe put it to whatever name you want. Then once that's over, you click setup here, and then it's gonna appear here at the bottom. Okay. Very simple. Very simple.
Is this shoot your shadow or Zoom chat?
Okay, that's it. What happened?
Some reading the chat said, "This shoot your shadow Zoom chat." What is this?
Oh God, y'all tripping, man. I'm taking, so I'm chilling, man. Listen, what else we got? Any other questions? Thank you, Couture. Thank you.
All right, next question. Let's get
Any other questions?
We got 5 minutes.
Rogue is wild. Listen,
Rogue is always doing that.
Listen, you guys are.
Yo, this dude Rogue is always like he's always being a troublemaker, man.
Listen.
Next question. Let's go. Come on, we got 5 minutes. 4 minutes.
Any other questions? We got 4 minutes, guys. Any other questions?
Once, twice. Wrong channel, Rogue.
What is Rogue even saying? Because I was here trying to answer her question and like
she said she don't have a husband, but she has a boyfriend. Rogue says boyfriends don't count.
if boyfriends don't care. Oh, okay, I see.
Shoot your shot challenge. Hey, listen, shoot your shot challenge.
Londe said.
I thought y'all was talking about me. You said what?
Londe said, "How do I switch to paper trading?" That's in the beginning when we first logged on.
How do you switch to paper trading? Yeah, so you would open up your application for ThinkOrSwim, and then it's gonna say live money or paper trade. So you just click it. It's a little It's gonna either be green or yellow. So you just choose the yellow one to go to paper trade. Nah, I don't think they'll have that problem.
Oh, guys, so one more thing. I had this problem too. Sometimes my chart will be slow and it wasn't ThinkOrSwim bugging. If you have too many applications on at the same time, your chart might be a little bit slow because of the memory and the RAM space it's taken. So what I usually do, like when I'm about to trade, I close out most things. Everything's on my laptop. The only thing open are Zoom and ThinkOrSwim. That's it. That's all I have because that's what I used to make money at that time. Like seriously.
Like Cole said, he said research your computer daily.
Yeah, restart.
Josh, you should just get a better assistant, man.
Relax, bro.
What's up with this dude, bro? Listen, somebody bleep this guy.
Just
Talking about this guy is still talking about
Bro, the shoot your shot challenge is open for
like
reason,
relax,
okay?
bro.
That's the best way to go do the Lord's work in there, okay? Go
Any other questions? Zoom, you have anything, bro?
no, sorry. I've just been watching. I'm a little bit tired right now. You know, we've been up all night.
How do you?
Yeah, I mean, this was great. This was great. We still have a lot more coming for you guys. We still have a lot more. This is just scratching the surface. You know, last week we gave you training stuff. This week we gave you this. Come on, next week
Yeah,
go to the moon.
Yeah. So to withdraw, you actually have to go to your TD Ameritrade account.
The same way you deposited.
Yeah, same way you deposit, same way you withdraw. Simple. Very simple. Any other questions? Is anyone else shooting their shot at Couture?
Do you start shooting in the channel?
We have to check
out real people and their usernames. It's like, oh, nice to meet you. Like, I'm not a stalker. Is this being recorded?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yo,
I'm trying to find out who everybody is. Oh, nice to meet you, Couture, aka Janice.
What else we got?
Friend me on Instagram. I'm trying to know who the real people are. Okay, not all these code names like and witness protection. Okay?
Witness protection.
Key with the Chromebook. Where's she?
This guy said, "Yeah, Key's not here."
Okay, Janice, we'll let that slide.
Any other questions? Does anybody want to just even show their face or something like? Maybe other people want to get somebody wants to give the shots or something.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. So I have a question about the profit-taking formula that's on the Learn This First. Can you guys do an example? I'm a visual learner. Is there any way you can do a quick example before the time runs out?
What
What Zoom posted.
Yeah, I was gonna post it. So
Okay.
there is no live example as per se. So literally, this is what it means. I'm just gonna open it real quick.
You
Uh,
want to share your screen or?
no, sorry, I can't share my screen on my phone, basically.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna hold up. I'm trying to open up the channel. Where is it? Learn this first. Can you open it up real quick?
Yeah, let me go and find it.
Yeah, please go on Discord and find it.
Where'd you post it?
Learn this first.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
share it. You still share your.
Okay, yeah. No, I see it now. I'm about to share it now. Hold on.
Okay, thanks.
Listen, you
All
gotta
right.
give me.
All right.
Yes,
So basically, what this means is this, right? How much of your position do you have to sell to play the rest of the positions for free? So let's say, for example, right? If I have if I have my plays up, let's say 100%, easy, right? Let's say I bought 2 calls of Apple and they're up 100%. It's saying if I sell 50% of my position, which is half of my position, if I sell that, that means the rest of my Apple plays is for free, right? Do you understand that? So let's say I have 2 Apple plays, right? I have 2 Apple plays. I bought 2 contracts of Apple January something, right? And they go all the way up to 100%, right? When I sell one contract, that one contract has already covered the cost of both of my plays. So when I sell that contract, the next one that is there is just rolling for free. So there will be no emotions attached to that. The first one
Is Amber still here?
Man, she is. I'm sitting here.
Okay.
So what this calculator does is this, right? How much of position do you have to sell to actually leave the rest playing for free? So if I put, so let's say I put $200 into a play for 2 contracts, right? And that $200 goes up 100%, right? That is what? It has doubled my money. That's $400. But guess what? My initial money was $200. When I sell one of my contracts, which is now $200, I will have $200 in the market going for free. Do you understand that?
Yes. Sorry about that. So I got half of that. I'm actually at my mom's house, so the internet is a little choppy here. So half of it did cut off, but I will be watching the replay that you guys will upload, and we'll dive into that. But take it that you.
Uh-oh. Put some moments. But is there anyone else in the Zoom call that doesn't understand this? It's basically sometimes, I say, hey, I have my place playing for free. There's no emotions attached. That's because I've already taken my initial money back and the rest is just profit.
Right.
Sam, man.
This guy, I don't know why this guy is always doing stuff like this. But yeah, guys, it's so I think the calculator is really just is going granular, right? Because in the essence of it, your initial investment is $100, right? Your play goes up 100%, meaning your $100 turns into $200. You want to play for free, meaning you take your money back, right? So you bring back $100, and the other $100 is playing for free, right? That's selling 50% of your position. Okay. Now he's what he's giving out is going a little bit granular, going a little bit more with the actual percentages. Okay, so that's an example of being up 100%. Now being up 90%, obviously the numbers are different. So that is just basically just a guideline as far as like basically like keeping your initial investment safe. That's really all it is. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else have any other questions pertaining to Think or Swim specifically? I think this one is more so like a general like.
Yeah, let's keep it on Think or Swim for today.
Does anybody have anything else on Think or Swim?
What's more reliable, stop losses or stop winning? I would say stop losses.
No worries, Amber. We hope we answered your question. Does anybody else have any other questions on ThinkOrSwim? Which one's more reliable to use? Depends on the situation, Shashu. Anybody else have any other questions?
Let's go.
Are we good? All right, guys. I think we're gonna try to get this video up as soon as possible. But you know, let's try to paper trade. Try to make sure we understand what we're doing in ThinkOrSwim. Please, guys, I do not want you guys to get into plays if you do not have this information solidified, okay? Because I don't want you guys getting into something without even really knowing what you did and how you can get out and whatever the situation is. Paper trade this first, okay? Even if it's just a day, even if it's just a week, please, guys, it's very important for you not to throw your money at a platform that you do not understand very well, okay? Please, guys, please. Just if you need to watch the video over again and try to go through things yourself, please do that. Tomorrow the market's not open, so unfortunately you can't paper trade tomorrow. But Tuesday, you should on demand. You can always trade on demand. Okay, guys, on demand. Yep. Tomorrow's a perfect day to trade. Okay, tomorrow's a perfect day to paper trade because the market's not open, so there's no FOMO involved. Paper trade the entire day. Just watch the video. Well, you know, you guys have already retained the information. You know, you have this information right now. Go and use the on-demand feature. If you don't know how to use on-demand, call ThinkOrSwim and have them walk you through how to use on-demand. Okay.
Rogue said the trail stop doesn't work.
Yeah, trail stop does not work on on-demand, unfortunately. So trail stop, think about it this way, okay? There's no way you can fix that. Think about it this way, okay? You want to learn the fundamentals of ThinkOrSwim first before you even think about using things like trail stop.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You want to just buy and you want to just sell. Simple, okay? The trail stop is just a strategy that you'll be able to take advantage of by the time you really get good with using ThinkOrSwim. It's that simple, okay? Just do the fundamentals first. Use the fundamentals first. Build your confidence in the platform. Then everything else is going to be simple. The way in which you get in and out of a play, whether you want to use trail stop or what have you, that will come along, okay? But yeah, just get the fundamentals down. Rogue, I got the fundamentals down. Yeah. Some people don't have the fundamentals down. That's why I'm explaining that.
Yeah, so Rogue, what I do, I said this before. So what I do to practice my trail stops, and we'll have a trail stop video on another day, is I literally just buy one contract that's super cheap that I can afford to lose. Like something that's like 30 bucks or 50 bucks, and I just practice my trail stop on that. So I'm losing little capital while I practice it. That's the best way to do it. And if you're with us live on the calls, on the Sniper Plus calls, you hear our percentages anyway, so you don't need to guess.
Jason, bro, help me out there.
You cannot. You guys cannot just behave just for 2 seconds.
Yo.
Just for 2 seconds, you guys are not behaving. Just 2 seconds, guys. We have not been on this call for more than 2 seconds. You guys are already just misbehaving and doing all manner of things.
This is how you shoot. Most of this not shots.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Any other questions? Can we call it a night, guys? Can we call it a night? How does everybody feel though? Can I get like some answers on that? Like, are we still looking at French? Like,
Can you start over from the beginning?
I should start over from the beginning.
Yes, do that.
How do you guys feel, man? How do you guys feel? Feeling great. Smiley, smiley. I like that.
French week.
Is it English yet? No problem, WC. French to English. Thank you. Just need Josh's video next. Yeah, guys, listen. You take this information and apply it to all the other videos we've been giving you already. It's really just that simple. It's really just that simple.
Completely convinced of the value of Sniper Plus now.
Wow, I appreciate that, Marcel. You're making me tear up, bro. You're making me tear up. Completely convinced of the value of Sniper Plus now. This is just the beginning. You have no idea.
Guys, let me tell you something. When the market was up on Friday, people were literally calling their banks. I heard more on the call talk about, yes, I'd like to transfer the remaining balance to ThinkOrSwimTutorial just so you can buy some Tesla contracts. Guys, we got you guys, okay? Stick with your boys.
Listen, man, I'm telling you.
Six-figure snipers in 6 months. That's right.
Where my robe at? I'm actually in Maryland. My robe is back in Charlotte at home, guys. Sorry I didn't bring the robe.
Robe said he needs his robe.
I'm losing games because I ain't got no robe.
We got the robe for you. Don't worry, man. We got the robe coming.
Sam and myself are working on merch.
Yep. We got merch coming, guys. Don't even worry about it, okay? What's the topic for tomorrow? Guys, I'm thinking what the admins are going to discuss and see what we can do for tomorrow. I think we might have a class. We have not solidified if we are going to have a class yet tomorrow. I'm going to see if maybe, if we can, the admins and I are going to talk about that maybe after our call here and see, what else we can do. But definitely the information tonight should be able to, help you guys into the next week with how to use ThinkOrSwim and everything like that. Okay. That's how I was raised. I was that close to greatness.
You guys are funny. We love y'all, man.
You guys are amazing, man. I really appreciate you guys joining the call tonight. Obviously, it's late, but you guys are hungry to learn, right? And that's why we're here, because we want to invest in you guys. Okay. Random, where are the admins from? We're from all over, okay? I'm Nigerian. Most of us are Nigerian except for Mo, Bailey, and Mike. Actually, Mike is actually Nigerian now.
What? I was about to say, huh?
Mike is Nigerian now, yeah.
No, Mo's Nigerian too. He's just Igbo. That's why he's that light skinned.
Yeah, most of us are Nigerian, okay? But we live all over the country too, so
yeah,
Charlotte, Maryland, Philly.
Yeah, we're pulling up in Miami.
We're pulling up in Miami to pull up on Bailey. So Bailey said he's gonna get the city ready for us. So I'm ready for that.